Happy LLC Day.
You should have like fireworks graphics on
No,
your
I was
screen.
like, I wish they had that. Like kind of like your text message when you say happy birthday and congratulations.
Yep.
So there you go. Anyways, hi, we're back. Uh yeah, you can tell it's getting close to winter break because I actually have energy. My body's ready.
What it's getting close to is the descent on Dallas.
I know. So what's funny
Indeed.
today was we were talking about the convention with our young DO, GADO. And he goes, we were talking, one of our coaches was asking about how Mondo was doing their casino night. And he asked if it happened. And our GA's comment was, it wasn't a casino night, but there was cards being played in a completely separate part of the building, a hotel last year. And yet, that. And Price and I are looking at him. I was like, boy, you not know what that was. And he's like, nah. So we're saying a lot of people played cards. I say, sir, what color were they? And he's like, and Price goes, do you know what card game they were playing? Because two of your coaches were playing with them.
Right.
But yeah, that was like,
That's hella funny.
that wasn't a sanctioned event, sort of. But we
Oh,
were
it's
in the
sanctioned.
basement. It's not sanctioned.
It's sanctioned. If
Anyways,
Sam Seams had any idea what spades were or how many people like come to the convention for it, he would sanction it.
Touche.
There would be an award given, like full-fledged alphabet crew award.
oh my goodness. Anyways,
Best newcomer spades player.
El Camino, how are you tonight? You have to say why
It
that's your name
it
because
took
it's
you
not.
it took you a second, didn't
It did. I read it and I was like, oh, that's funny.
it?
That's funny.
You know, it's going. We the grand experiment of competing in December, I think I think it succeeded based on one thing. Telling the kids it didn't matter. Telling the
Hmm.
kids just go have fun. Nobody's doing full approach. We're all just gonna go do our thing. Okay? Get out of there healthy, get on a plane, head home, enjoy a break. Stop stressing.
Hmm.
And Clyde, Coach Fox is very impressed with Reno. Um,
Mhm.
I get a sense we will all be going next year. Um,
There you go.
his only qualm was that there's no bleachers on the backstretch. There's nothing, and there's no room for it.
No,
Um,
and there
yeah,
won't, and that's fine.
but lightning quick. He loved the fact that everything was raised. Um, yeah, he's pretty impressed. Now, loads of trouble to get into at the casino. I mean, obviously, if you stay there, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't have to stay at the Atlantis. Don't. I would suggest against staying at the Atlantis.
Yeah. So, um, but otherwise, yeah. I mean, I'm happy. We're good.
There you
So
go.
my freshman year,
Hmm.
when we went to that meet, our coach had us staying at Circus Circus.
Oh Jesus.
Yep.
Per diem out the window.
Yep.
Well,
Almost
he
Although,
said
immediately too, right?
he said the
and
the buffet was like you were transported back into 1985, like snow crab, everything. Like it was unbelievable,
uh,
Oh
you
yeah.
know. Um, but yeah, so
It is mini Vegas. It just is.
Sparks is phenomenal. Sparks is so underrated. So you guys got to go there. Clyde, how are you today?
Um,
I
I
Sorry.
I am
I was
I
tickled. Sorry.
am I am blown away by the level of stupidity in this world. And today
Breach.
was just an amazing day of that reality. Um, Today is Wednesday, December 10th, and I assure you, just from every angle possible, I have encountered more stupidity today than any one day in my life.
Ooh.
It's been an amazing day. However,
That's a lot.
brother, listen, have you been looking at your phone today?
I,
Today,
I, nah, for
today is
sure.
a wild, wild day.
It is wild watching people just literally take napalm to their own lives.
Yes, in so many ways.
Like there's so many ways for you to, you know, get fired or not have things go your way. It is wild to be standing there with the gasoline can and the blowtorch yourself.
Brother, America took over an oil tanker from Venezuela today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just,
it's crazy.
just because apparently you can do that. Like,
I
it's
mean,
been a crazy day today. But to El Camino's point, the inner squad, we didn't travel. We had an inner squad meet. No real casualties, right? So people had fun. Medals were passed out. Of course, the family team overtook the others, of course. And that was cool, but that wasn't today. Today was, oh my God, stupidity. That
Well, today was also a day where you learn the grand lesson. If you have a Porsche and your friend asks you to borrow the Porsche and they've never had a Porsche, don't lend them the Porsche. Don't do it.
no.
If they don't know how to properly take care and maintain a Porsche, don't do it.
Oh, all right.
there's
Bringing up the
so many
rear.
pearls of wisdom being given right now, wrapped in innuendo that is just outrageous. We got pearl portions. We got yeah, all of that.
We got stealing tankers. Yeah.
I mean, that's so outrageous.
Bull guy. What you
Bull
say?
guy. I honestly I'm astonishingly really good. I Newsflash, I stumbled upon a show that has been greenlit for year two. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the show, not the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh Donald Glover,
Mm-hmm.
Childish Gambino, if you will.
Yep.
A,
At,
show was
at,
spectacular.
Atlanta,
B,
baby.
I
Atlanta.
was yesterday old when I found out that a very good, very good friend of mine's brother got an Emmy for the stunt coordination on said show.
Wow.
Ooh. So I've been watching the show. It's really good.
Yeah.
Somehow I missed this the first time.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what I said. Cool.
So formalities done with. Let's get to the nitty gritty. There's a thing, and that thing is called Trek is back, as we can officially have it.
Oh,
So,
oh, watch out now, Doctor.
well, I don't know. The descending order list, which is not descending, the national list, it doesn't entirely suck.
It's outrageous for there being one weekend's worth of meets.
Yeah, like it doesn't entirely suck. It it leaves one to wonder across the board how much meat was left on the bone. and how you're going to manage the next 6 weeks ish, right? And this is not a statement of judgment. This is literally like things that make you go, because I think I don't know if it was one of you guys, but someone asked like, would you let an athlete that you were overseeing get a mark like that this past weekend? And I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. So track is back. What you guys got?
Okay. It cut out a little bit on me. A
Oh
mark like
no.
a mark like what?
A mark that's like of value.
Okay.
Like
So
big value.
like would you fire that bullet at this moment if you knew it was coming?
Sure.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah. Like, listen, especially from the distance perspective, which opening weekend is always like distance runner spectacular, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
everybody's coming off NCAA's for
Cross. Yeah.
cross, and we get on the plane and we go to Boston and we drop national records and set the list. Yeah, I mean, why not? Because now we could just go to Christmas and train the way we want to train and see how long the mark will hold up. And in the top 10 case, you're probably good, right? For me, it's always like if I had a distance runner that was in that elite space and you do the whole let's go to Boston thing, like if you came out of this weekend and you did all that and you're not in the top eight, like you're gonna have to do it again. So it just kind of sucks, right? But for
Yeah.
everybody that landed where they wanted to land, absolutely. So you take the risk, sure, absolutely.
El Camino.
Well, and we're speaking on both collegiate and pros, or are we just speaking on collegiates right now?
Um, I mean, was there any pros going on?
Well, there were a couple of things that happened. The world record in the 600 was set.
Yes.
Josh
Oh,
Hoey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, in my head that's still collegiate because it was at a collegiate meet. That's my fault.
Yeah.
My fault. My fault.
Well,
But yes, then both.
that launch pad is what it
Hey,
is.
listen, the launch pad is the launch pad, baby.
Um, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, there should be decent results at this time of year because if everybody's following the same blueprint and starting training at the beginning of September, and you've got all of September, all of October, 3 quarters of November, that's setting you up. If you're a coach and you know what you're doing, you pretty much your athlete should be ready to line up. And what I saw over the weekend is indicative of that. I think the primary individuals that showed up. I mean, even if they were in off events, I mean, we saw some decent times. I mean, Tifers if you go look at Tifers now, there's some markers. I mean, the long jump, I mean, there were a bunch of jumpers that went over
Mm-hmm.
760 over the
Mm-hmm.
weekend.
Hmm.
So, I think those guys are going to be feeling really good going into the season. I mean, I think it's going to be the same thing as always. It's going to take 775 to 785 to be safe to make it. Um, so, but overall, I mean, yeah, I'm quite happy, especially with my my group and our team and on our attitudes and I think as long as you're preparing these kids beforehand, that good, bad, or indifferent, there's still work to be done. Um, pushing the narrative that December should be the most intense month of training seeing that you're going to line up in January, it still doesn't, quite connect with the younger kids. But I think the older kids and the kids that have been in the program, for 2 or 3 years, they understand that.
Mm.
I think one of the things I've always found interesting is like we're one of the few sports that have to convince kids to stay and do training, like really important training at really important times of the year, right? Like Christmas break and spring break.
Hmm.
But like every other sport that covers a break, they don't even have to suggest it to them, right? Like, can you imagine being a basketball player and be like, "Can I go home for Christmas break?"
Right.
You know,
No.
being a football player, like, "Can I go home for Thanksgiving?" I'm sorry, what did you just say to me? So it's always very interesting to me. But yeah, like if the question is to me, I would say from a distance perspective, I would all but build that into what we do, right? Since you got to come all the way to a peak for cross country, we're gonna at least go see what that looks like. For everybody else, I think my meeting with any group that I had that wasn't a distance group is the results of this meet all lead to the same place. We have work to do over break.
Hmm.
If you throw the number one throw in the country, right? That's great. Now we get to go and work harder. So when we come back to throw, it's going to be even better. If you throw terrible, that's great because that just means we got work to do. So when we come back, we're going to be better. Like, you know what I mean? Like all roads lead the same place, right? This is just an overblown practice. It's cool that you get to race against or throw against or jump against other jerseys. But at the end of the day, when this meets over, we are back to the grind
Hmm.
for the rest of December, right? Because you're going to miss days because of finals. You're going to miss days because of travel. Very few kids will actually work out on Christmas and New Year. So, like, if you just start, it always works for me. Always worked for me when I would explain to the kids how many days they already have built in off. All Sundays, right? Like this is just from Christmas break, all the Sundays, and then Christmas Day and New Year's, right? And then travel there, travel back. You know what I mean? Like when you just start adding these days that are already built in, you're like, so it's really important on the days that aren't already built in for you to work out pretty
Yep.
hard.
That's right. So the like I said, the indoor weekend, if you get on Tivers and you really look at any year, the inaugural track is back December classic kickoff weekend, right? What you see, it's a very interesting phenomenon to me. 400 meters and down,
Hmm.
it's testing.
Hmm.
Hey, y'all, we're going to put these uniforms on and we're going to see where everybody's at. It is what it is. It's fine. 800 meters and up, everybody's going to qualify.
Yep. Yep.
And it's a crazy dynamic and split, but it is clear as day. There's not one mark on the Tifers list right now, 400 and down, that's going to hold. Not one. It's not even close.
Right.
But there's a bunch of them, 800 meters and up, that are going to hold.
Was it 2 years ago the Penn State kid ran under 660 in the first meet of the year?
Yep.
And that
Hmm.
was the closest because
Yes.
it held up all the way until USA Indoors.
Right.
And he had to go run at USA Indoors.
Right. And again, did the Penn State crew know he was that fast? Maybe, but they weren't banking on, oh,
There's
we're gonna go
also
get
one time.
right, we're
And
gonna
it's
go
and it
get
still
this
didn't
off.
make it. It still didn't make it.
Right. So, it's two different worlds depending on your event. And because listen, if you didn't travel to a meet this weekend, one way or another, you were doing something to figure out where you're at. You got time trials on Instagram, you got inter squad meets. You know what I mean? Like everybody's doing some measure of, okay, let's see what this fall thing that we done did has done. Except for the distance crews who are trying to get them qualifiers off. And boy, did they.
hmm Speaking of distance, we had USA cross country and marathon qualifications. Well, our championship states are qualifying, which Worlds is in Florida, so tough trip. But yeah, so the thing that I didn't realize was a thing, and really things that make you go, is the 4x2K relay will be held.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
4 by 2,000 meters outside and cross country. First of all, I'm so confused as to why we're considering 2,000 meters cross country. Because we got a U.S. championship in 2,000 meters outdoors.
Gracie Morris.
Yeah.
I don't remember who the guy was, not gonna lie, but yeah,
Why are there cross country relays?
Is that the one that Parker Wolf won? He won something.
I don't remember. I
It
didn't go to
came up on
Gracie.
my timeline. So, but anyway, I don't know. So nobody come after me. I don't know which one he won. I just know he ran good.
Well, but yeah.
Nah, he ran good.
So yeah, it's an interesting. I'd like to see kind of like because I didn't even know it was a thing. Like, pardon me, I apologize if that's been talked about a lot, but
Do
I
they
didn't know it
run
was a
with a
thing.
baton?
So seriously, that's a great
Like that? I mean,
question.
these are real
Let's
questions.
see. Let's Google that bad boy.
Because I remember there was some cross country like relay thing, and I swear they ran with like a sash, and then like this, it like got flipped to the next person. I don't know if that's really what they do, but that would be crazy to have to run 2,000 meters with a baton. I mean, that's like some DMR stuff.
Yeah, I got nothing on that. I didn't even know that was a thing, and I can't imagine why we would do that. But cool.
Hey, man, because it's short track season.
Touche.
Google's not even registering it. It keeps giving me 4x2.
That's it.
Yeah, so
That's
there we
fine.
go.
Let's see. Let's see. Cross
What's
country.
next?
Um,
Big leaguer.
sorry.
Oh no, you're
Uh,
good.
I was enveloped in researching this answer. Um, we have a calendar that was given to us, and it's the USATF calendar. And on it, we've got some interesting things. It's the
Mhm.
is it called the All Star Tour? Or is it? I don't remember. It had some type of gimmicky name.
It's a USATF tour.
Tour. Okay, got
Tour.
it. I was
Yes.
adding too much to it.
Yes.
So I'll read it down the list. I won't go in any. I won't. I will go in order. I will not give it any emphasis. The 10, which is in San Juan Capistrano. That's very interesting. Miramar, the Oklahoma Throw
Is that
Series.
in the US? That's in
Miramar
the
is in the US,
No,
yes.
no, no, no. No,
Oh,
it's San Juan. Is that in the US?
oh, yes, it's in Southern
Oh,
California.
uh,
Like that's why it's interesting to me because I actually know what this is. And like,
okay.
er, um, Mount Sac, Drake, and relays. I'm interested to see what that turns out to be. LA Track Festival, Tucson Elite Throws, Grand Prix, USATF Distance Classic, that's in LA. The LA Grand Prix, which is the day to follow that. ATX Classic, so that's the one that was down at Southwestern.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Um,
Matadi.
Iron, yeah,
Which is interesting.
Ironwood Classic, Portland Track Festival, LA's Throw Cup, Sunset Tour, and the Ed Murphy Classic. I said that. I always do that in my head. Eddie Murphy. It's the Ed Murphy. So,
Not being messy when I asked this question. Matadi was not necessarily the meet director, but he was like that was like his meet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last year. He's now just joined on to the enhanced games.
Right.
So what are we doing there?
So it's interesting you should say that because there is a caveat that people are not paying attention to. You do not have to enhance yourself
Right. You don't have to be dirty.
to compete in the enhanced games. However, you know,
Sounds good.
putting yourself in that arena in itself, you are bringing some suspicion to yourself.
Connotation.
Absolutely. So, you know, from what I'm hearing, the payout's good, and obviously I only know 3 sprinters so far that have signed up for this. So it must be worth it. It must be worth it to do it. You just know that you're gonna have this, hanging over your head for the rest of your career. Um,
Sounds very much like, I mean, I'm friends with the pedophiles, but I'm not a pedophile.
mhm.
There's no way you can square that in my brain. Just,
You just hold it, you don't take it.
you can't really sell that one. But so the tour thing, first of all, when they first posted it, I was blown away by how many meets were on it.
Yeah,
I'm like, whoa,
17.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Right.
whoa. Time
Right.
out, time out, time out, time out, pause. What is going on? Right? And then you really look at it, and it's basically two circuits wrapped in one.
Mm-hmm.
There's a throw circuit,
Mm-hmm.
which we all, I think, are here for.
Yeah.
But with all due respect to the throw community, you put that off to the right because those aren't track meets, right? They are specific throwing entities, which is cool, and the throwers should
Mhm.
have, and rightfully so, and they deserve the attention. But they're not track meets, right? So then you get into the meets, and most of them are things that we expected to see, things that we predicted would be, right? We've adopted the Miramar. We've adopted Mount Sac. We've adopted Drake and Penn. We've adopted the what would have been, the LA Grand
Mm-hmm.
Prix that
Right.
would have been the GST final meet,
Yeah.
right? So you took two of the GST meets and put them in there. Three, technically, if you want to. I mean, GST wasn't Penn, but you got to
Yeah.
meet in Penn,
Yes.
right?
Right.
And then, of course, we all predicted that Ed Murphy would be there. This is clearly a build up to all things LA 28 because there's 5 track meets in LA that they're signing off on.
7. 7.
7,
Yeah. 7 out of 17
right?
will be
So
in LA.
Anybody else surprised that neither Florida Relays nor Tom Jones was on there?
I'm definitely surprised that Tom Jones wasn't a part of this.
Me too.
Florida Relays, whatever.
I
But
just
Tom
figured I
Jones,
figured one of them, right? And then
yeah,
Tom
no,
Jones would definitely be the one if I was
yeah,
going to
Tom
pick
Jones
one.
for sure. If we
And
got 17 on the list, you definitely needed Tom Jones.
I mean, the
and
last
no
three
and no
years, Tom
Texas
Jones was
relays
the
either.
right. The last 3 years, Tom Jones was the highest rated meet in the U.S. Other than
Mm-hmm.
the U.S. championships.
Yep.
Yes. So we don't know if Tom Jones didn't apply or care to be. We don't know that, but you know,
But
I
so
got.
here, think about the calendar though. I apologize for interrupting you.
No, you good.
Um, Texas Relays is the weekend of Miramar.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Jones is the weekend of Sac.
It's Mount Sac, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
they picked one versus the other.
If they made that distinction at
Yeah,
all,
if there was
right?
even
Yeah,
a conflict, yeah.
yeah.
And again, if you're pushing the LA narrative, it would be in USATF's best interest for Mount Sac to return to what Mount Sac is meant to be.
Yes.
I mean, we
But it
all
hasn't.
agreed that Mount Sac Sundays need to be a thing. Like,
Right.
what people really need to understand is it's not even just Mount Sac. Mount Sac Sundays need to come back.
Well, so I literally haven't looked this up.
Mm.
By any chance, is the 18th a Sunday?
The
No
18th
idea.
is a Saturday.
So no, there will be no Mount Sac Sunday this year.
Let me
Right?
double check. I'm trying to remember my travel, but I don't remember. 18th is a Saturday, right?
Right.
19th is Sunday.
So we're not gonna get the Sunday, but we will continue to advocate for it.
Yes.
I'm mostly interested to see what these track meets in LA ultimately are. I don't know what the LA Track Festival is. Never heard of that before. I don't know what the LA Grand Prix will look like this year. I don't know what the Sunset Tour is. I don't, the LA Throws Cup. Cool. We got throws, right? Like I want to see what the LA meets are going to look like. I want to know who's hosting them. Are they at UCLA? Are they at Mount Sac? Like, you know what I mean? Like where are these things going to be?
Well, what
Is
I
there
think
real?
is,
There's really not a meet in Eugene.
Mm.
No, there's no Eugene. Mm.
well, they listened, right? But what I think, well, they listened, and what are they doing? They're pumping up the LA community, LA 28. You got
Yeah,
to build the familiarity in order to have any type of excitement. So you got to start now. I mean, you're already
yeah.
a year late in theory.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't
you
know
got
about the rest of y'all, but you and I have our housing for 28. Why y'all laughing?
as smart people should.
Oh.
Hmm. So yeah, it's a,
I don't know.
I,
I guess my overall attitude is I am consistent. When Athlos was first announced, I said, cool, I need to see the details. When GST was first announced, I said, cool, I need to see the details. This is really long. I need to see the details.
Hmm.
Like, am I excited that there's meets? Sure. I need to see the details if you want me to pretend that this is awesome because
I
I don't
want to
know.
see how they. I want to see who gets to go to these meets. I want to see how that gets funded, and I want to see how the money, what gets paid for, and when.
Yeah. Like, what's the payout? I mean, we know that some of these are going to be continental tour, whatever, gold, silver,
Sure,
bronze, right?
sure.
And the money behind those is set by World Athletics because they all got to measure up to, what the European ones are, right? So any of these that don't fall into that caveat, I want to see some big payout opportunities for the people that are attending them. But hey, I got 5 things in SoCal I can go watch, so cool.
There you
So when are USA's next year?
go. Ha.
A
Oh,
week or two after NCAA's.
literally nobody knows, or at least if they know, they're not telling.
I mean, that is a little problematic, is it not? That we don't know yet?
It's a little weird because
Uh, yeah.
you know what? Honestly, I hadn't even considered that question. But according to this, we may not even have a USA's.
Well, that was my so it's interesting because I went to the Tracktown USA website and there is nothing on the website regarding USA's,
I
which
mean,
is
there's no team to make,
right.
and the way you get into the Ultimate World Championships has nothing to do with your NGB.
Nope.
So,
Oh, there's going to be a U.S. Championships,
I mean, sure,
but
they're
when it
seeing
is a mystery.
right. I mean, there always has been, but I mean, seriously, okay. So, first of all, the there's a Grand Prix on June 6th somewhere in the world,
Hmm.
and we
Hmm.
don't know where or when that is. Then on while the NCAA championship is going on, there's the LA Grand Prix.
Hmm.
Then the week after that, there's a throws meet and the Texas meet,
And Nike Outdoor Nationals, the high school meet
right? The high school
is
joint,
is 18th to the 21st.
right? But then on the 27th of June, there's a throws cup. So there's no US championships while the Throws Cup's happening, right?
And then Prefontaine is July 4th.
Correct. And then July 11th, there's a Sunset Tour and Ed Murphy.
Right.
So again,
Exactly.
if you tell me that USA's is at the end of July, I don't believe you.
I I believe
Well,
you.
well, U20s are August 5th to the 9th.
That's why I believe you.
So
Because there has
where,
to be a U.S. championship because you got to have
yes,
juniors.
yeah,
Well,
you
no,
got
there
to,
has to be a U20 championship. That ain't USA's.
But they always have that meet with USA's.
yes, that's
Sure,
where they
that
select the team. Yeah.
absolutely that's normal, but none of this is normal.
No.
So, and
Oh,
again, like, okay, watch. Who typically makes the U20 team?
college freshman.
The collegiate freshman.
Yes.
So you're telling me we're going to hold U20s? And again, this time we're not skipping the meet. We're hosting the meet. So we're hosting U20s. And so therefore you want the college freshmen on the team. And you're telling me that the meet's going to be in July? Who
I,
who's
I'd be
doing
willing
that?
to bet you. I'd be willing to bet you.
Well, you I guess that's them. I guess that's them praying
It
that
could only
they
be then or that June, was it June 18th? It could only be the one of those.
Yeah.
right. Well, then that's them praying that the SEC and the Big Ten are just going to build the team for you. Because ain't nobody else got money for that.
Right.
We shall see.
So many things to be speculated. All right.
Mhm.
So, and then there was 12,
Whew.
right?
I
So,
mean, first, first, first,
Yeah.
we must give a ceremonial standing ovation to the Muhammad Ali of college football, Mr. Signetti, who came in talking ish. He doubled down on his ish. He stood on business before the game on his ish. And then he walked the ultimate pimp walk after they won.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
Like, he basically said, I'm confused why y'all are confused because I told y'all this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Listen, for everybody who didn't take Indiana or him seriously, you have so much revamping of the way you see college football to do. Because let's be clear. Right now, unless I see something different, that guy's the best. He's the best coach in college football,
I don't actually think it's remotely close.
right? And let's go further because I said this seconds after the game was over. That guy is going to make sure that a certain group of people get both hired and fired because now every school in the country that has, do y'all understand that? Listen to this statistic. Indiana statistically, until Northwestern passed them this year with
Hmm.
losses,
Yes.
Indiana statistically was the worst football program in the NCAA.
Yes.
Not in the last 2 years, folks. Historically, they have the worst winning percentage of any Power Four school in the country. So he took ostensibly the worst job in the country, and in 2 years has been in the playoffs twice.
Yes.
Yes.
The
So
the numbers that are just striking. Indiana history wise has 717 losses,
correct.
and Ohio State has 728 wins.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
ridiculous. 30 losses in a row to
Mm-hmm,
Ohio State.
mm-hmm.
30. I mean, the amount of superlatives that came out of that game, I mean, only to be overshadowed by the circus that we're that we're currently in. But yeah,
Listen, I'm
phenomenal
never gonna
job
be
by
I'm
Signetti.
never gonna like get my eyes diverted but with the commercials. Like I came to watch the movie.
Right.
What's happening outside of the 12 is just not that relevant to me. It's eyewash until the games start playing.
Okay. So we could definitely address that nonsense real quick. For all of you who are somehow still defending bowl games,
Which I'll never get.
you've been wrong for like 20 years, and I really don't understand how you're still doing that.
Nope.
Bowl games are completely irrelevant. And
Well, what a bowl game was compared to what a bowl game is now,
Correct.
correct,
I
right.
mean it's night and day.
Like
I mean,
listen, the party's over.
yeah,
Party's over.
Listen,
absolutely.
and people with platforms like Acho, like going after Marcus Freeman and going after Notre Dame. I'm like, listen. Tell me how it makes sense. Like, forget the names of the schools and the fact that Notre Dame is one of like the four biggest brands in college football. Forget that, right? Tell me how it makes sense for School X to go play in an extra game when every single good player they have is going to bow out of the game.
Notre Dame, Iowa State, K-State, Florida State, Auburn, UCF, Baylor, Kansas, Rutgers, Temple.
Right. So
And you hear all those Big 12 teams? The Big 12 commissioners gonna have a press conference and basically like calling Notre Dame cowards and saying that was deplorable. Sir,
yeah.
you got people in your own backyard that are not playing in these games.
So the Notre Dame thing, as all things with Notre Dame always are, is very curious to me. I have so many opinions. First of all, anyone shooting at Marcus Freeman over any of this,
Insane.
you're a clown. Like, just you're a clown. Stop this. This is not about Marcus Freeman. Notre Dame treats the ACC like they are in a side piece relationship. And when you are in a side piece relationship, if you are the side piece, you can't get mad when the main defends the main. Miami is married to the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
Notre Dame is the side piece.
Right.
So, no, Notre Dame, the ACC is not going to go to bat for you over this CFP stuff because they don't even get a cut of
Right.
what you
Correct.
get.
Correct. You get all the money.
So, listen, Miami beat Notre Dame head to head. Miami deserves to be in. If the ACC didn't have a completely idiotic framework for how they break ties in their conference, Miami would have played in the championship game,
Right. Right.
probably won it.
Yep.
I mean, sure, Duke could have won, or actually, Duke wouldn't even been in it. So they probably would have won it, and then Notre Dame would have been allowed to stay. But see, I have no energy for feeling sorry for Notre Dame losing their seats.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't feel sorry for them. I say this every time, right? Every time we have these conversations, I always say, I just want it to be not even fair. I just want it to be the same, right? Look, Indiana and Ohio State were the two best teams in the country. We all know it, right? Ohio State was one, Indiana was two. Very, 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 very close game. Ohio State loses in their championship game. They drop from 1-2, as it
Mm-hmm.
should, right? Um,
Alabama.
BYU was 10 going in, right? You
Mm-hmm.
can't penalize teams for being in their championship game. BYU loses and goes from 10 to 13,
Mm-hmm.
right? Alabama plays in the SEC championship game, and let's be clear, they got boat raced.
Yes.
They did some statistical fudgery at the very end. Otherwise, that would be a belt to ass without any question.
Right.
And
That's right.
and Alabama goes from 9-9. At the end of the day, it isn't about being a fan of Notre Dame, because I'm not, right? I am a fan of Marcus Freeman, but I'm not a fan of Notre Dame. At the end of the day, I'm just like, look, bro, make it make it make sense, right? It has to be the same. That's
Well,
all I'm saying is that if Alabama loses in the SEC championship game, they got to at least go from 9 to 10. They can't go from 9 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
but and now see, this is where we all circle back to King Petty's page because I got a few of these. Because every year, in whatever context, when I tell you that certain people in certain places and certain conferences are protected, and everybody tells me I'm being crazy, well, you just watched it.
I mean,
It
anybody who would argue that at this point in time is nuts, right?
like
Like you got a 3-loss Alabama team that is a very good team, but they ain't special.
no,
There's no ocular proof that Alabama is more deserving than Miami or Notre Dame or BYU. Like there just isn't any,
that's right.
right?
The,
There just isn't any. And at the end of the day, like it look, they were never going, they didn't want to push Alabama out, which then leaves the Miami Notre Dame conundrum. And for the reasons that you just mentioned, you're going to pick Miami. But you add to that the two conferences that are in financial business with ESPN, it's the SEC and the ACC, and there ain't no way that ESPN is going to cut off their own noses to spite their faces and not put in an ACC team when they can.
right when
They
they
didn't,
can.
they didn't have to force it, right? Like this, what like it's
It
not
was
like
easy.
Notre Dame made it too close.
Right, it was easy.
It was easy.
And Notre Dame, again, like you said it perfectly. I'm a fan of Marcus Freeman. I'm not a fan of Notre Dame. Notre Dame, their schedule is clownish because they get to have it. So again, this is your fault. All you had to do
Yeah.
was win one more game and you're in. Hell, they have a
Or be in a
provision
conference.
or be in a conference. They have a provision next year when in this exact scenario, it wouldn't even have mattered if they lost to Miami. As long as they're in the top 12, they're
Right.
in. So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I feel no pity for Notre Dame, but at the same time, I'm not here for the argument of people shooting at Notre Dame for chucking the deuces on the bowl game because why in hell would Notre Dame go to a bowl game? It
No,
serves
not at all.
absolutely no purpose.
Not
No
at all.
purpose.
Especially not a bowl game called the Pop Tart Bowl.
Like I'm not, there's no way I would do that.
But this is what kills me is like the, the NCAA committee just has no problem just taking shots at the schools that they supposedly keep trying to protect and the Cinderellas, right? Because now if what you got to do is be in the top 12, let's just be clear. Like Tulane's not in,
Mm-hmm.
No,
North Texas never had a shot,
Nope.
right? And James Madison's not in.
no. And the new tweak would still allow for the G5 highest rank to get in, but that's neither here nor there. Like, listen, again, magically, in every scenario that's ever played out since the invention of the CFP, in the two, in the four, in this, somehow, some way, the SEC is good. Right now, what do we have? We have one,
Six.
two, six. You got half
Six
the
of
field.
12.
You
Six
got
of 12.
half the field. When it was two, you always had half the field, and in some cases you had 100%. When it was four, you always had half the field, and in some cases 75%. Now it's 12, and we still got 50%. So no matter
Right.
what you gonna do, the
Yes.
SEC gonna get 50% of the field. You're gonna have a
Yes.
50-50 shot that the SEC comes out on top. Luckily, there ain't no way in hell they coming out with the winners of this thing here.
No.
This thing here, SEC is not winning. Just like
Yeah,
last.
that's gonna be tough.
So let's look at this bracket right here. Are we when are we going to pick? Are we waiting another week
Oh,
or
we
are we
should pick
gonna
now.
Oh, goodness.
Are you ready, Chew?
Never.
Wait, are we
We'll go
picking
with the
every
first
game or are we just picking the champion?
No, we got to play.
champion.
You got to play it through. You tried that. You
Oh,
tried that dodge last time.
I
Play
just
it
don't.
all through.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's not even the dot. I just don't want to do the work.
You ain't
Like
got to
I
do the
could,
work.
I could admit to that.
You ain't got to do the work. This ain't hard. Just look at your little
Chew,
graphic.
just Chew, just go top to bottom. and then top to bottom, and then top to
Literally,
bottom, and then
the
champion.
words that come out of my mouth is
All
what
right.
it is.
All
There
right.
will be no continuity because I will forget who I picked.
We're ready.
It's all
All
good.
right. So James Madison versus Oregon.
Oregon.
Goodness gracious,
Oregon.
Oregon.
James Madison plus
Sure.
30.
Wow.
Alabama,
I think the
OU.
line of the game is like 22.
Yeah,
So that's your dog, huh?
He's
Okay.
definitely
Yeah,
lying. He's
I'm
picking.
definitely taking Oregon
Okay.
minus the points.
Alabama, OU.
Now that's one of the two interesting ones.
Yeah.
Alabama has not played good football for at least 30 days. Like it's been bad.
I just think they have just a little bit too much offense for OU. I got Alabama.
I'm gonna take Alabama like 6-3.
Wow.
See,
Both of those teams are bad. Like nobody wants to hear this. But
Mhm.
neither one of those teams can play offense.
well, so McTier, the quarterback at OU, is
Mhm.
good and he's been hurt.
Yes.
He's healthy now, so I'm inclined to take OU, but I think DeBoer is the better coach. So
I also agree there.
I'm inclined to take Alabama. You know what? They already got 3 losses. They better justify being in there. I'm gonna take Alabama.
It's funny, it's like that's my thought. Like they ain't no way they're not gonna feel like people feel like they got let in and then go lose.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Alabama.
I'm
All right,
taking
you.
OU. OU.
Okay.
Um, Ole Miss, Tulane.
Now, see, this is another one of my gripes with the committee. I am not suggesting that Ole Miss should have been out of the tournament. What I am saying is the committee told us a couple years ago that if you lose your quarterback, you can
Mhm.
get left out of the tournament. So losing the coach, you don't drop at all?
That's what they're saying.
They
It
couldn't
does
have
it doesn't it
dropped?
doesn't matter.
But you know what? Let's be honest. Let's like I'm not trying to be funny. I'd rather lose my head coach than lose my quarterback.
Absolutely.
Sure. And again, I'm not saying they should have been out, but they could have been number 11 or something. They could have been number 9 or 10 or something.
But what's funny is that now that you mentioned that, because I almost forgot about this, Alabama's best wide receiver is not playing in the game because
Yes.
he's going to LSU
Right.
with
Mhm.
Lane Kiffin.
Yes.
Right.
Yet Alabama still didn't go anywhere from 9 to 9.
Right.
See, these are all problems that I have. But listen,
Just saying.
there is way more talent on the field for Ole Miss. I'm almost inclined to pick Tulane because this is an actual big deal with the whole coaching thing. But I'm gonna take Ole Miss. I'm gonna take them.
Didn't Tulane lose their coach too?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
no,
But
he's
he's there.
leaving, but he's coaching
He's there.
Yes.
The staff is
Yeah.
still there.
because
Yeah.
he's not going to an in-conference rival.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not picking a team to win a game in the playoff that plays in a facility that we've had Olympic trials and track and field in.
Tad Gormley, baby.
They play their football games at Tad Gormley Stadium. So I won a national championship there. Let's go.
So is it unanimous of Ole Miss?
Ole
Mhm.
Miss.
Yes.
Okay. Miami, A&M.
A&M is completely fugazi, as the EP would like to say. They, you know, completely that not it. I'm going Miami.
I might be inclined to agree with you, except for I think Miami might have the most fugazi quarterback in the entire tournament. Like,
Carson
dude, he
Beck.
wasn't good at Georgia, and then he got a bag to go to Miami.
Yes.
He's been better in Miami than he was in Georgia.
That's awesome. They're gonna get slapped to sleep.
I got A&M.
I got A&M.
Miami's
too.
defense is real.
Absolutely.
That's funny.
Okay,
right.
which brings
So
us
then-
to the quarterfinals.
All right.
Quarterfinals.
So OU or Tech?
And this is where the seeding has made me mad because I didn't want this game.
Why?
You mean Oregon and Tech?
I mean
Yeah.
Oregon and Tech. I'm sorry.
Oregon, and since we all picked Oregon to win, it would be Oregon and Tech.
Yes.
I didn't want this game because I kind of feel like the winner of this game would win the whole thing.
Okay.
And I
I
wanted to see.
definitely don't agree with you there,
I
but I
I
will
don't agree
say
with you.
in the true Scott Van Pelt uh uh fashion, I would say bet the over because both defensive coordinators are on like fireable offense alert with this game. It's going to be 50 to 48.
For so many reasons, I can't pick the mercenaries, which are Texas Tech. I can't do it.
Oh,
So,
that's why I'm picking them.
oh, I know. I figured you would. So I am definitely taking Dan Lanning and Oregon in that spot. And remember, that game is not played on a campus. That whole round should be
Yeah.
played on campus. This
Hmm.
game should
Yeah.
be in Lubbock, but
Yeah,
it's not.
that would be fire.
Can you
But it's
imagine
not.
Lubbock at night, that game? Oh my
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
God. Where is the game?
that in the quarterfinal round they start doing all the bowl sites. So I
I
feel like
know. Do you know which bowl it is?
they announced it. I
Yes.
feel like this is the I feel like this game is in Texas.
I
This
mean,
is
the
the
big
Cotton
Okay.
Bowl.
reads.
I think this game is the Cotton Bowl game.
Okay. I'm picking Tech. This game could be on the moon. Tech is the team of the 12 that I would least want to play.
Sure. No one wants to play the Mercenaries.
That is the team I would least want to play.
So let's see. Yeah, that's definitely one wrinkle I think they should. So
Yeah.
the Cotton Bowl.
Right? That
Nope.
game is the Cotton Bowl, right?
Nope. Orange Bowl.
Orange Bowl. Okay,
Yes.
that's
Why is that
right.
game in Florida?
Yes,
Right.
it's in Florida.
Oregon versus Texas Tech in Miami.
In
Oh my
Miami.
God.
Yeah, get that out of there. I want this game in Lubbock.
That game should be in Phoenix.
Oh my
Sure.
God.
Which is
That's
on
where
the
that
schedule
game should
somewhere.
be.
But
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
not doing it doesn't make regional. They're not doing regional sense, right?
No, not at
It's
all.
like March Madness.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
now in Miami, I'm still taking Oregon.
I'm taking
OU,
Oregon as
IU.
well. OU, IU.
Oh, wait. The EP took Tech. Who did Chewy take?
The face is elite.
Stick with the Big 12, Chewy.
Yeah, Tech.
All right.
Maybe I'll get some love at their meets this year because of the choice. I don't know. Yeah, OU, IU.
Or Alabama IU, depending on who you pick.
Oh yeah, because we split the middle, right?
Yeah,
I had Alabama, right?
Indiana curb stomp.
Curb stomping or curb stomped?
And
No,
that's in
Indiana
that's in the Rose Bowl.
in the Rose Bowl.
Yes.
Indiana blows this out.
I think Signetti lets the dogs loose on
Mhm.
Alabama.
Okay, what's next?
Everybody has
Ole Miss.
Indiana?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Ole Miss, Georgia.
Ole Miss. Ooh.
Listen, in the F Lane Kiffin Bowl, I'm taking Ole Miss again.
And that's in New Orleans of
Yep.
all
Oh.
places.
Of course.
Yep.
Oh, wait, watch. Of course it's in New Orleans. Because the SEC is not going to have to travel outside of their zone.
Right.
That's right.
Of course it's in New Orleans.
But listen, because the SEC fan base has proven one thing: if they can drive, they're going.
Oh yeah. So Lane will sneak in the locker room before the game.
Right?
Give one last pep talk.
Listen,
Right?
Texas Tech gets to play in Miami.
Right.
But
listen,
Georgia's going,
for sure.
to
For sure.
So who we have?
You know what? I will be rooting for Ole Miss, but no, I'm taking Georgia.
Georgia has their head coach.
Georgia better win that game.
Yeah. I say Georgia.
Ole Miss, baby.
Oh, wow. The DC pulls it out. And then one more.
Yeah,
Yes.
neither one of them teams is beating Ohio State, so I'll take
Who,
Ohio.
who gets to play Ohio State? The winner of what?
Winner of A&M Miami. I have Miami
Yeah.
playing Ohio State. Y'all have A&M
I have A&M playing Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yes. And
Ohio
that,
State.
and that's at the Cotton Bowl.
There might not be a there might not be a worse team for Texas A&M to play than Ohio State.
But
I
but
just want
but
you to remember. I want you to remember the A&M Texas game and their inability to guard fast wide receivers or a sort of fast running. I mean, quarterback.
sure, but
And they're about to play the Avengers.
Hmm.
all true, but I would just like to be petty and point out again
The game's in Texas, in Dallas.
in the Cotton Bowl,
Yeah, it's
Yep.
in Dallas.
A&M, the 7 seed, gets
Yes.
Miami, which
Hmm.
on paper they're supposed to win, and then the SEC is supposed to get the Big Ten in the Cotton Bowl.
Yep. Yep. Listen, again, that game could be on the moon. I'm picking Ohio State.
Right. And now it gets interesting.
And like nobody's ever going to care, but like Ohio State would have a legitimate beef on that one. We're the number 2 team in the country. We have one loss, and we lost to the number 1 team in the entire country, and we have to go play a road game.
Yes.
Right. That game should be in Columbus.
It'd at least be neutral. I mean, that's not even kind of neutral.
Hmm.
Right.
I mean, A&M's like a 2.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
No, it's silly. Okay.
Okay. So now we have,
Semis.
Well, now you just
yeah,
got to let us go because we all have different semis.
yeah. So it's either OU or Tech playing playing IU.
Indiana. So in
Yeah.
my world, I have
Oregon or Tech. I'm sorry, I said
Oregon
OU
versus
again.
Indiana.
Correct.
The game is played where? KST
Yeah. I
So
don't
that's the Fiesta Bowl.
in the Fiesta Bowl.
Yes.
Okay.
I listen. I think Signetti is the best coach in the country. But if you give me Oregon versus IU, the rematch, I understand IU went to Autzen and beat them. It's
Hmm.
really hard to beat somebody twice. I feel like Oregon
Wow.
avenges that loss.
I mean, it is crazy. Again, that Indiana has to play Oregon in the Western time zone for the
Yes.
second time.
Yes.
Right.
Still picking Indiana.
Me too. Indiana.
need 3.
Ah, okay.
All right. So then we've got either Ole Miss or Georgia against Ohio State.
All of us have Georgia versus Ohio State except
Yes.
the EP. So
Correct.
EP, who you got?
Ohio State minus 3 touchdowns.
I also will be taking Ohio State over Georgia. And where's that
Yes.
game? Where's that game, by the way?
In Atlanta.
Of course it is. Bro, like it's not, listen, they're not even creative with this shit. It's not even creative.
I mean, I just want to say this for the record, right? Okay, so if Ohio State does what I predict them to do, they're going to beat A&M in Texas and then
That's
Mhm.
beat.
right.
Y'all said Georgia, I said Ole Miss, but let's say Georgia, beat Georgia in Atlanta.
Hmm.
That's right.
Like that's insane
Yeah.
that they allow this to happen.
It's not even an articulate or like it's not even an impressive setup. Like at least fake it a little bit.
Yeah, that one's ugly. That one's ugly, but whatever.
All right. So then we have OU versus IU.
That's what
I mean,
y'all have. Y'all have a Big Ten
Ohio State.
Y'all have a
Ohio
Big
State.
Ten championship rematch for the
Yes,
national championship.
that's what I have.
Who picked
So do,
differently?
so do I.
Me,
Oh,
I
okay.
have Oregon versus Ohio
Oh, that's
State for
right.
the national
Correct.
championship.
Listen, if you tell me Signetti gets into the championship game, I'm telling you he's winning.
Mm.
Not to mention that his quarterback went to Cal, boom, champion.
I will be flying the Indiana flag if that is the result. I am all in on Signetti. Y'all know forever. Y'all know I root for players and coaches. Team Signetti all day. But I don't have them in my championship. I have Oregon. And if not now, when? I will choose Oregon over Ohio State, though they will not be the favorites. And where is the national championship this year? Jerry
Hard
World?
Rock Stadium, Miami.
Oh, back in my.
Yep.
Back in Miami.
So
Yep.
since they've already been there,
Yes.
Oregon.
Yep.
Oregon is my national champs this year.
Wow. I've got Indiana going the whole way. If not now, when?
I mean, here's the thing, right? Like the key to all of this is I think Signetti's got the best quarterback in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Sagan's really good. The guy at Ohio State's really good. He's tiny. Like, I don't think he's going to be a really good pro. Everybody else wants to argue with me, but I'm like, listen, little quarterbacks don't do well in the NFL. But anyway, here's the thing. We all agree that Ohio State's receiver core is the Avengers, right? All of the NFL pundits agree with that too, right? Their whole receiver core are first rounders.
Mm-hmm.
And the quiet part out loud is that Indiana's cornerbacks held that roster under 16 points. And so at the end of the day, like that defense is gonna travel. And they just seem to be like singularly minded in task. I could be wrong. I mean, look, a lot of this plays out as a duplication from last year, right? Ohio State literally lost the Big Ten championship game like the same score.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. So like this could all be like, a Ryan Day ploy and how we, nobody thinks we're gonna win and blah, 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 blah. Maybe. But I will say until proven differently, I'm just not betting against the guy who was in a press conference and said, Google me, I win. I'm just not betting against him.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, we're all picking the Big Ten to come out as the national champs again.
Yep.
I don't get how you couldn't. I mean, those two teams have been the best two teams in the country since like week 3.
Well, again, I'm picking Oregon, but it's still Big Ten.
Well, I mean, wasn't
We'll
Oregon
see.
preseason number 1
no,
or
that was
2?
Texas. I think they were 2 or 3. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I know Oregon was up there.
Whoa.
In other random Big Ten news, I just saw something on my phone that says Michigan's interim coach is a dude named Biff.
Biff. Yes.
Yeah, we're not even going to go into
He knows
that.
the score.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Chu. I saw what you did there. Chu, we got to check his pocket. See
Got the
if
book.
Biff's if he's got the book.
Sports book. That's
Amazing.
interesting. Well, first off, I'd have to go back to the tape to remember who we picked because I will forget. But we shall see how this rolls out and finishes. But other than that, that's a wrap. We have a couple of recruiting events coming up here this weekend. Convention falls upon us on Monday. And then snowball, pun intended, goes from there.
Well, I want to alert our fan base to something that I probably am going to be alerting our panel. We are tireless, and we always are. But we are going to finally have some brains and try to spend a little bit of family time. So next week, next Wednesday, we will record our last show of 2025. So
All right.
you're gonna get a couple weeks of reruns.
The boss is giving us a break, guys. Is that
Wow.
PTO?
Yeah,
Are we getting
our
PTO?
Fans, I just want y'all to know you're going to get a couple weeks of reruns. You know what? Maybe we'll get together and figure out which shows we'll ask you to upload for those couple weeks. But next Wednesday I don't know, are we doing live? Are we
Yeah.
living?
We'll
So
all be there.
the convention show will be the last recorded show of 2025.
All right.
Whoop, whoop.
Cool.
All right.
I
Well,
don't know. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are.
Right. Like
You know,
This is all very
I've been told
strange.
that more is not always best. We've proven that we're tough. Now we have to prove that we're smart.
Okay.
We should all want to stay, in good graces with our significant others, our fan base as well as ourselves.
Well, you're putting the fan base on risk, sir.
Hey,
Tens of
if they
people depend on seeing us every week, you know.
hey, it's way more than tens, sir. It's hundreds for sure. Hey, check the numbers.
Nah, touche.
We got like the most consistent 300 viewers on the planet.
legitimately 364.
Like every single week, we're somewhere between 350 and 370.
Yep.
Touche.
So
And I can tell you the 10 people who'll be the first 10 people to send Chu or I a text message. Yo, no show this week. Every
Right.
time if she's 11 minutes late to put the show up, they're like, excuse me, sir. Ding, 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 ding.
So we will look forward to the live show. I think I'm going to be smart enough to bring a mic this year. Other than that, it's going to be a
Oh,
good time.
hey, look, I might have you on that.
Oh,
T has these microphones. I don't know how they work, but
okay.
I'm gonna talk to her.
Talk to the boss. Talk to the boss. All right,
We're gonna
y'all.
put Clyde. We're gonna put Clyde on the space reservation for the show. So you will pick the venue, sir.
We in
Yeah.
your
Hey.
city.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey,
Y'all
none
should
of
have
us
had
been
this
to the
mapped
Gaylord.
out months ago.
I've
Bruh,
been to the
it's the
Gaylord
Gaylord. The
once.
Gaylord is halfway across the world from us.
Matter of fact, you know what? No, that wouldn't even make sense. I was gonna say LLC Live is gonna be done from the Fort Worth compound, is where it's
Yeah,
supposed to be done
okay.
from. But then
As
nobody
long
want to
as
be
y'all
there.
want to get in the car and drive 40 minutes, come on.
You
Go
know me.
Spurs.
I'll do it at a barbecue place. You know that.
Right? Go Spurs. All right, y'all. Well, you guys have a good week, good weekend. We'll see each other next week live or maybe on a screen. But other than that, take care of yourselves and stay warm. Bye now.